This is intermarkets.net. And so Intermarkets is a company that can send out solo ads for you, and they have a reach of around 15 million subscribers. And they basically have their own in-house lists, and they also have partner lists. But their main site is drudge.com or the Drudge Report.com. So let me just switch over here. This is the media kit for the Drudge Report, the main site that they partner with. And just looking at some stats here, every month they get about 14 million unique visitors. So there's various other advertising opportunities with these guys that you can use. But basically, if you're looking for a large solo ad provider, intermarkets.net is a great site to go to. They partner up with drudge.com or the drudgereport.com, which, if you don't know by now, is an alternative media site. According to here, it covers news and events that the mainstream media ignores. So, highly recommend you check out these guys for advertising opportunities, and also if you're looking for information that the mainstream does not cover, you should check out drudgereport.com. Now, here is one of the longest running e-magazines on the internet. This publication is focused on email marketing for small businesses and home-based businesses, and they generally get about 500 new subscribers every month. They have a total of around 63,000. And basically, the subscribers of this company, DEMC, you could go to their site, demc.com, are almost exclusively people involved in business. So a lot of the readers are business owners, a lot of who do business online, a lot of entrepreneurs, opportunity seekers, and business professionals. So this is perfect for you if you market to the make money niche or business opportunity, or anything related to business. Over 100,000 clicks per day are available through this guy. The site I'm on is trafficforme.com, and this was started by Harris Fellman. And through his lists and through partnering with other publishers, he has access to a tremendous number of business opportunity, internet marketing, self-help, health and diet, and finance lists. So basically, if you're in any of those niches, I highly recommend you check out trafficforme.com. You can see to the right here some testimonials from happy customers, and down below here he's got videos for you. He's got a video for advertisers. So if you're looking for a solo ad provider, you want someone to send on a solo ad for you, he's got information on how this all works. And if you're a publisher, well, he's got a video for you too if you're looking to partner up with someone. Now, these guys are list brokers and have access to hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And the site I'm looking at is dedicatedemails.com. It's a site or company started by Brian and Mike Littman, who specialize in brokering. And basically, their lists are business opportunities, self-help, and health. So basically, if you're involved in any of those niches and would like to send out a solo ad, you could contact these guys. And if you have a list and are interested in different ways you can make money with that list, you're looking for additional income stream, you could click here where it says list brokerage and you could partner up with them. As it says here, you could earn as much as $25,000 extra from your list each month. So basically, this is a great opportunity for you if you already have a list, and also if you want to grow your list, certainly contact these guys. This is arcomax.com, the website of Arcomax. And if you're looking to send a solo ad and you're in a small niche, or it doesn't really matter what niche you're in, this is a great solo ad provider. They cover almost every niche out there. They have a reach of over 1 million subscribers. And if you just look around their site, they offer different advertising services. So not just solo ads, but they also offer core banner advertising, and also offline list rental. And if you look around, you could also look at the list of all their newsletters. They have dozens and dozens of newsletters in various niches, so they have subscribers in almost every niche out there. Now, just a few highlights of Arcomax. They do online tracking, they do A/B split testing. You can also target by zip code, and you could also do demographic targeting. So basically, you can direct your offer to, or basically segment it to gender, location, marital status, income, age, and so on. And so basically, you can efficiently allocate your online marketing budget so that you send your messages to people who are much more likely to respond. Now, here is Newsmax.com. Newsmax has a reach of over 10 million subscribers, and the niches that they would cater to are health, finance, lifestyle, charity, political, and maybe some other niches related to those. And about Newsmax, basically they focus on the conservative political space, slightly to the right of Fox. And their users are generally affluent and care about health, finances, and politics. So right now I'm just on their media page. If you scroll down below, you could read more information on this page. And basically, their readers shop online according to this page, and that they donate generously to charities and political causes. And so basically, the important thing for you here is that, Newsmax readers are buyers. All right, and if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you could also download a media kit in PDF format. Okay, but once again, I just want to stress to you that these guys have a reach of over 10 million responsive subscribers. So definitely worth checking out if you want someone to send out a solo ad for you for your website in one of those niches that they cover. Solo ads are a great way to drive traffic to your sites and to build a list. If you don't know what a solo ad is, it's where you pay somebody to email their list of subscribers and to email them your offer, whether it's a paid or a free offer. Most commonly, it's a free offer where they would opt in for something to get onto your list. So therefore, it's a great list building tool. Now, in this video series, I'm going to be showing you 6 solo ad vendors or list brokers that can tap into millions of subscribers. I mean, the smallest solo ad provider here has about 60,000 subscribers, but that's the exception. All the others have access to millions of subscribers. So this is not your typical solo ad Rolodex, in which they just show you various solo ad vendors that have lists of 5,000 to 50,000. Okay, we're talking about big solo ad vendors here and list brokers. Okay, another thing that makes this different from most solo ad courses or Rolodexes is that this one doesn't cater just to the internet marketing niche. Because if you look around online, look for solo ad courses or Rolodexes, they usually just provide you with a list of solo ad vendors that cater to the internet marketing niche. Okay, so In this video series, I'm going to be showing you the vendors that cater to not just internet marketing, but all types of niches from health, finance, um, political, self help, almost anything that you can think of. If you're involved in any type of niche marketing, some of these solo app providers may be of help to you. All right, so with that said, let's move on from here and let's check out the first solo app provider on my list here. So we'll see you in the next video.
Coming up with ideas for your software. So before you create a software product, you need to know what it's going to bring to the table. You need to know what problems it's going to solve, because that's what what software tools do, is that they solve problems or potential problems. Okay, so first let's start with ourselves. Okay, do you have a problem in your business or personal life that can be solved with a software tool? Because let's face it, if you have a problem, I'm pretty sure there's going to be other people out there with similar problems as you. Okay, so your problem is not unique to yourself. You must also know your target audience that you plan to sell your software to. So basically, it comes down to two things. Okay, consumers have a particular problem that needs to be solved, and two, they are looking for something that will make their life easier. Okay, you can also look at social media, forums, and your customer base to get an idea of what types of problems your customers or potential customers have and what they're willing to pay for. Because most of the time, people will tell you what they want, and if you give it to them, they will buy it. Okay, and oftentimes it's simply a matter of taking something that already exists and making it better, or expanding on the current software. So you got to ask yourself, what software out there has room for improvement? Okay, and you got to remember this: it's not about just creating and selling software products. You know, there's a lot of money to be made in selling software products. Don't get me wrong, but it's also about knowing what software products to create. So that's why it's important to know your target audience and know what it's like to be in their shoes. Alright, so let's talk about coming up with a list of features and details of what your software is going to include. Okay, you got to remember to keep it simple though, because it's not about how many fancy features and buttons that your software has. It's about how the software can benefit the user. Okay, because sometimes it's the most simple software that can become a best selling product. Okay, but before you can approach a software developer, you must have a list of features and details about the software product you plan to create. Okay, so to get ideas, you can look at other software products in a similar industry. And also, what you can do is go to a website called hotscripts.com. And this site includes programs and scripts in every popular programming language. So this is a great way for you to get familiar with the different types of software out there. And you could also read the reviews for the various software products on that site. And basically, the more knowledge that you have, the better the software you can have developed. Now let's talk about finding software programmers for your project. Now there are various sites that you can go to find programmers where they will bid on your projects, and you can select the programmers based on the best price. But remember, you have to also make sure to select programmers based on their skills and how well you feel comfortable working with them. Okay, so I've listed a few sites, the most popular sites where you can find programmers. There's rentacoder.com, elance.com, scriptlance.com, and guru.com. And you can also go to coding forums or other types of forums where programmers hang out to find people that are passionate about creating software products. Okay, so now when you visit these sites where programmers could bid on your projects, you have to know how to present your project. So make sure to first review how other people are listing your projects and how they are describing them on these sites. Okay, and you have to also be very careful. You don't want to give out too much information about your project because you don't want people stealing your ideas. So, when you first post a project, the information that you should reveal at first, when you're working with your programmer, you have to be very clear on what you want and be specific with the details. So you have to make sure you've done your research already before you hire someone to start working on your project. Okay, and you should also find out how long after they finish creating your software will they be able to fix any bugs. So in my opinion, it should be at least 6 months after they've completed the software, where they could still fix anything that's wrong with your software. Another thing you want to do when you're creating a software product is not to just outsource everything to the programmer and then just be hands off. I mean, you really have to get involved and get your hands dirty if you really want this to be a successful software product. Okay, and instead of just telling them to just create your software product, you should break it down into smaller tasks so that it's easier to work on, and it'll be better for you to basically monitor the progress of your software product. Okay, so for example, you can have weekly or bi-weekly tasks or goals for them to complete to make it easier for you to manage this project. Okay, and you could also encourage your programmers or coders by giving them bonuses for doing well on some of the tasks that you give them. Okay, and you also want to let your programmers know ahead of time what your budget is so they know what to expect. And so, with that being said, you shouldn't pay by the hour because it's hard to track the actual hours that they work, and that only encourages people to take their time on your project. I've been an internet marketer for several years now. One thing I've noticed is that a lot of the marketers that create software products are the ones that end up having seven-figure businesses. So that's one of the reasons why you want to get into the software business. I'm not saying that you're going to have a seven-figure business or a six-figure business, but it is a very lucrative industry. Software products, they have a higher perceived value than all other forms of digital products such as ebooks, video courses, audiobooks, etc. And another advantage to getting into the software business is the barrier to entry. There's not much competition out there. If you create a software product that's, you're not going to have much competition with that compared to other forms of products. For example, if you write a how-to book on a certain topic, you're going to have lots of competition for that book. There's going to be lots of other people that's going to write something on a similar topic. Okay. Now, this course will cover the following topics. It's going to cover how to come up with ideas for your software product, how to come up with the features to include in your software product, how to find software programmers to create your software product, and how to manage your project.